What's up, El Paso? Welcome back to this week's episode of Annie's Adventures and Friends. I have Facebook, Instagram, and as you know, YouTube. I'm trying to grow that following, so please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. We'll have another citywide Chico scavenger hunt as soon as I reach 500 subscribers. This week, I have some amazing guests. I'm super excited for you guys to meet, in case you haven't already. But let me go on and turn the camera around so I can introduce. What's up, Monika?
Oh, hey, girl.
Thank you for joining me. Surprise.
Absolutely.
And then I have Dirtcobain. How you doing?
Up?
Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
And then I have Los Liminals.
Hola, hola.
Audrey and David, thank you guys so much for coming in. Stay tuned till the end because these fine folks are going to sing us out and you do not want to miss it. So without further ado, and let's start this thing. All right. So as you guys know, I do work at a full service marketing agency here in El Paso, Texas, named Leo Marketing, L-E-O Marketing. We can help you with everything from brokering deals for TV, radio, billboard, print, and streaming platforms. It does not cost you anything to use me to negotiate and broker those deals for you. I can also help you with video production. That's one of our huge services we offer. We have our own video production studio and rental equipment company inside of Leo Marketing. So if you're doing your own production or you need a team, we can help you anyway. Graphic design, photography, social media, websites. What did I say? I said it all backwards. Video production, graphic design, photography, SEO, branding, social media influencing. I got you covered. Just reach out to me. But without further ado, as you guys know, I do like to ask all my guests, what type of marketing do you do? What works for you? Do you have any tips or advice for business owners out there? We have a lot of business owners who follow, and so we just want to share the love, right? So without further ado, let's go on and start with Los Liminals. Let me turn this guy. Cool. How you guys doing?
Super bien.
Super.
Great.
Thank you so much for
Thanks
joining
the
me.
invitation.
Heck yeah. Well, I was super excited that you got back in time to me because I was like, oh man, I've been wanting to have you on for a minute. Where were you traveling?
I like to take these cross-country cycling trips.
Okay.
So I took a
Wow.
bus to Los Angeles and then I biked from LA to San Francisco all along the coast.
Dude,
Yeah,
for real?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Awesome. Wow. How long does it take you to do that?
That took like 5 days.
No big
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
feel
like-
no big deal for him.
Seriously. I love it. Well, welcome back. Thank you so
you.
much for joining me. Audrey, thank you so much for joining me as well. It's I've known you for a couple years now and you're so talented. And I recently I was at Cafe Biro and you guys were jamming there and I was like, what the heck is this? So I'm super excited to have you guys on. Thank you so much. So Los Liminals, what does that mean?
So liminal, I think David could take that for sure and explain what it means.
So basically it means border. It's a Latin word for border.
Okay.
Limitem, the limit. So liminals usually like anthropologists use it like in that middle space, like when you're between, say, adulthood and childhood,
The
adolescence,
in-between.
right? So the in-between zone.
Yeah.
And so we thought that would be a great name for our band since we play all this kind of in-between music. You're gonna hear it afterwards. We'll start
Yes.
with one genre and then switch it. We do a lot of code switching, of course, English and Spanish, but also other languages. And
Really?
So, yeah.
What other languages?
Italian, Hebrew, a little bit of Yoruba.
Oh my gosh.
There's all kinds of languages
What a treat.
that are part of our even some of the music that you don't know of. Like the most common music of the border, of course, is the ranchero or the Tejano music. It has an accordion that comes from Germany, right? That's how it's brought. Mariachi comes from the word mariage. So a lot of our music is very much global,
Okay.
It has elements of, so I have all these indigenous instruments.
I know, we're like, when you pull these out of the car, like, I thought they were stage props, but no, they're, that's the most beautiful rain stick I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's a Mexica rain stick. I got it from Mexico City.
That's gorgeous.
And then this is also a Mexica three pipe flute. And then this is a Lakota flute. It's used for love songs.
Oh, wash out.
Yeah. You'll be
I
falling
love
in love
it.
with that. for
Well,
sure.
it's so cool. I mean, you guys use beautiful instruments. Your music is gorgeous. And sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
So the in between.
In between the twilight zone.
Okay, the Twilight Zone. I like that. But you want to add something to that?
Yeah, I think, well, one of the things that really resonates with it is it's that you're undefined, and that's a more comfortable place to be, and also uncomfortable at the same time. So it allows you to just be in spaces that aren't fully defined, which I've always really appreciated. Like the bridge is a perfect example of a liminal space.
Okay.
Because you're not in Juarez, you're not in El Paso, you're right in between. And
Oh, I like that.
yeah,
That's cool.
so that's and people are always like, is it made up? Or like Monika was asking before too, like, no, it's a real word, and it's fun to also ask people like, what are your liminal spaces?
Yeah.
Like, where do you feel you can be liminal? And that's always a really interesting conversation.
Like Cafe Piro. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
like Cafe Piro is a total liminal space. For
It's
sure.
gorgeous. I love it. If you haven't been, go eat there. You'll find amazing bands like Los Liminals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how long have you guys been performing?
Individually or together?
Both.
Oh man, performing since I was 4. My mom put me on a church chair at the Christmas pageant, and I was singing La Guadalupana, La Guadalupe when I was 4. And then went to school for theater and worked in New York and Philly and Panama. And,
Oh, wow.
And I've had the privilege to find a kindred spirit with our creativity, and we've been playing over 5 years.
Oh,
I think
wow.
now.
What the
Probably,
heck?
yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
tag me in your shows, please.
I mean, we have been very transient. We're here, we're there,
Yeah.
we're with these people, not with other people. And So
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
been
Fluid, huh?
knowing each other and playing with each other about 5 years.
That's super cool. And how long have you been playing, David?
Oof. Well, I'm an historian.
Okay.
So that's my primary field. But music is my way of, keeping sane a little bit. I'm not completely sane, but and it's also a way of recovering memory. So that's why I came up with that title. We're gonna go on tour.
Okay. Oh, how exciting. When are you guys going?
We are going the month of September. We have one gig in Chihuahua City at the Sandor Maray bookstore, and then on the 15th, what is
Aaron
it called?
and George.
Aaron
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah.
George.
Yeah, shout out to them. They're awesome.
I love them.
Yeah.
Downtown El Paso.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's featuring Tim Hernandez.
Okay,
Who
who's that?
he's this super just great writer, poet.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
he
That's
teaches
gonna be
creative
a great
writing
event.
at UTEP,
Okay.
and he just came up with this beautiful book of poetry. So we're combining spoken word with
Oh, that sounds
with,
awesome.
yeah.
They're always doing great events down there. They support locals like crazy. You can watch free movies there. They have a cafe. And then, again, it's located off Texas Street downtown at the only 3 points in El Paso, I learned.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. It's like catty corner from Cafe Central and across the street from Viva La Boca. But yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to start off with a documentary
Okay.
at 5:30.
Okay.
And it's The Last Conquistador, which is a documentary about Oñate and the whole controversy. If some people might remember how controversial putting the Oñate statue at the airport was. So it's a documentary about that and the history. And then we'll play around 7:30.
Okay.
And we start with a song that deals with when Oñate met the indigenous people here and how that was, that whole experience.
That's so cool.
And then after that, we're going to go to first to Washington, D.C., to the Catholic University. And that's part of so we call our tour The Sounds of Recovered Memory. Because, a lot of people, they have to undergo hypnosis to recover these memories. So music is a kind of hypnosis, the music itself carries our stories. It carries, sometimes I play music and, wow, this music is in my blood.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it is.
man, it is. I've
Yeah.
heard you play.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
and then after that, we're going to play at Cafe Lena, which is one of the cafes where Bob Dylan and Joan Baez got their start. It's up there at Skidmore College. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we're
saw
really
him in
excited.
Austin.
yeah.
Oh, wow. You
Yeah,
saw him?
I saw him.
Lucky.
I was like, it was the Bob day. I went to it was on 420. I lived in Austin. I went to the Bob Marley Fest. If
Okay.
anybody knows what that's about. And then afterwards, we went to see Bob Dylan. It was awesome. Anyway,
Wow.
sorry. So you're going to play where Bob Dylan played?
Yeah, can you
Dude,
believe that?
that's amazing.
one of the
first
How
times.
special.
It is. It's really special, especially to contribute to the narrative of the frontera being fronterizos. Like, I think that's been an ongoing conversation in the artist community here. Is how do we continue to contribute to owning our own narratives, because people just have a very strict idea of what it's like to live and grow up here, which is always really interesting. I mean, when I lived in those areas in the Northeast, they were always like, did you drive a tractor to school?
Oh,
And I
yeah.
was,
People
"Oh,
ask if
man,
we
like,
still ride horses.
no tractors, no ponies, no. And then like do you have your green card kind of questions came up. So like it's a lot of, it's a privilege and a lot of fun to see how the walls just kind of slowly come down brick by brick when they just hear music. Music has a way of just connecting and making bridges within people.
Absolutely.
Without like the awkwardness. It's just this understanding that you connect on something and you have a similar something that just arises in you that you connect with. So it's really cool.
The universal language.
The universal language, yes.
I love it. Yeah. So we have your tour coming up.
Yeah.
How do people find you?
Oh man, Annie, you can find us on Instagram. I have a big sigh, friends, because this is why. I'll tell you why that sigh was so heavy. And David and I talk about this constantly. We understand the need to be visible and for people to connect and to see us and follow us. It is a full-time job, Annie. Like to be on there, to get people to know your narrative. Like you had asked, like what is one like tip you could give someone?
Yes, give us a tip.
And I would say really focus on your story. Like have us get to know you, the person, the authentic person behind the business, behind your music, behind your work. And that I think will always strike a chord with someone. Because I think the thing that's most fascinating is like over 4 billion people use social media every day. And in those 4 billion, you will find a niche. It's just, hot damn, it's so demanding. You have to curate your stuff. You have to be very daily. You have to think about what am I putting out there? And that's the conversation we always have of like, so right now our Instagram is just littered with posters. Like all
I
the
know,
stuff
I was
we've
trying to
done.
share stuff and I'm like, where are the pictures of you? Where are your music?
Nothing. There is nothing yet. There is nothing
I love
yet.
you. I love you.
I know. I totally take it. And you want to know the funny thing is, like, I too have managed other people's accounts. I'm really good at doing it with others. When it comes to us, perhaps like it's just this high level of focus and sacredness to what we do that I haven't been able to start wrapping my brain around how do I get that narrative out there visually. But we're really excited. We're getting to work with Ingrid. ¿Cómo se apellida la compa? Leiva. Ingrid Leiva is another photographer and videographer here of La Frontera. She just did a show called Sweet Hogar in Juarez, and she's phenomenal. She's going to be doing our music video. She's doing our photos, so it will come.
It's in the mail.
It's in the works, but you can find us at Los Liminals, and we are working on it. But yeah, it's something that I do admire about you guys here at the table. I think you've all done a pretty spectacular job of getting people to know you through your work.
I think that's important.
Connecting to you, because then we align that way, and that's really awesome. Like I admire that you've been able to do that and keep your authentic, integral self as part of that storytelling is really great. Awesome. So I admire you guys. I will be taking notitas and implementing it in ours. Pero sí, esto un relajo.
Annie, we're here today. Come take pictures. Okay, cool, friend.
No sé qué estoy haciendo. I'm overwhelmed.
Oh man, this month, I think that's the word of the month, right? Overwhelmed. It's going by so fast. There's so much going on.
So fast.
So we find you on Los Liminals. Is that just Instagram?
Instagram, and then we are going to be releasing our single Ya No Quiero Más within the month of September. September is a pretty big month for us, so we're really excited.
I love it. And one more thing, are you guys on Spotify or anything like that so people can
we
go
will
find
be.
you? Okay,
September.
It's
for
coming.
Sure.
It's coming. It's in the mail, El Paso.
Please.
But stay tuned for the end of the show to listen to a couple songs so you guys know exactly what you're getting when you go and listen to them. Is there anything else?
I don't think so, friend. Do you have anything else?
I mean, I was trying to think of why is it that we get these invitations? In my case, I wrote a book. So writing books is a great way to open doors, right?
Yeah,
Definitely.
And the name of my book is Ringside C2 Revolution.
Oh, wow.
And so it deals with the culture of the frontera during the Mexican Revolution, right? How people would get up on top of the rooftops to watch battles across the border. And that book just opened up all kinds of opportunities. And so when people ask me that originally, like these New York universities, like Skidmore College, they wanted me to just talk. I said, no, if you want to get a feel for the border, invite my whole band.
Dude.
So 4 of us are going to
We cooler than just talking and
Exactly.
getting someone to talk. Like,
Exactly.
you guys are bringing a whole experience.
And we have today. There's only 2 of us, but 4 of us are gonna go, and one of them is Fernando Lechuga, who is the director of Azúcar, and he's incredible. I mean, he's played with Dizzy Gillespie. He opened up for Selena.
Wow.
He's been
Tito Puente
playing
too.
for Tito Puente.
Super exciting.
And then we have the band leader of Radio La Chusma, Ernie Tinajero.
Oh, cool.
And so,
be joining us
super
too.
cool guy. You know, we get together and just drum, do Yoruba chants and like the traditional Afro Latino sounds.
Wow.
So we're gonna have like a Chuco All Star.
Record that stuff, guys.
We will.
Tag
I
me in
promise.
it. El Paso needs to see. El Paso, you're amazing. So let's let everybody know. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Monika.
Oh, hey, what's up, girl?
Oh, hey. I love her. She's just a pro, man. Everybody knows Monika. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Absolutely.
You have a really cool event coming up.
We do. So I'm on the board for the El Paso International Music Foundation. And for those of you that don't know, it encompasses not just El Paso, but also Las Cruces and Juarez as well. And we pretty much try to empower the local musicians, right? A lot of them don't know how to navigate the way. They're just like, we just want to make music, which is great.
They gotta pay their bills too.
Well,
and
sure. Not
gotta-
just that, but also, promoting the local music scene, educate, advocate, and also help facilitate some of the healthcare services that, you're artists. It's not like you have a corporate job that pays you and that, somebody pays your insurance or anything like that. So it's really tough for a lot of these musicians. So we try to do that. And coming up September 14th through the 17th, it's Locals Week. So basically, we're trying to showcase local musicians as well as the venues that house them to perform. And it's just going to be 3 days of live music, 30 venues in 3 days.
Wow. 30 venues.
30
between
venues.
El Paso and Las Cruces.
Yes. It's going to be amazing.
Dude, it's like our own South by.
Right? Our mini. Yes, ma'am.
Girl, someone's finally doing it. Everybody passes through here anyways.
They do. And the thing is that people don't realize El Paso has like an obscene amount of talent.
Insane.
And I say that in a good way.
Ridiculous amount.
I mean, hello.
Just in our little pinky, dude.
Right.
It's crazy.
And I think that there's just a disconnect with our community. They may know some, like the famous players around that you hear a lot of, but we really do have such great talent, and that's what the Music Foundation wants to do, is to highlight these people and show them and get them out there. Now, some of the tips, I know that you guys know, I've seen you perform live. You guys are incredible. Like, I get chinita just thinking about it.
Oh
They're so good. You gotta check it out. And it's not just the performance, but it's the storytelling behind their performance. Yeah, it's incredible.
Vibe, yeah.
But apart from building your brand online, you also should have a social, like a YouTube account to put up your live performances. You have to put the whole concert up, but just a couple of songs here and there. Engage and network with your fellow musicians because they're all in the same circuit, right? You want to help each other get up that ladder. And then also merch. I mean, that's the best thing that you can do is get some merch, make some money, and get your product out there. T-shirts, stickers, whatever you can afford. Obviously, it all takes a little bit of money, but when you get to those points, that really does help out. So Locals Week. Locals Week come out. Some of these shows are going to be free. Some of them there will be a cover at the door, just a few bucks, but it'll be so worth your time. We do have some family-friendly events, but we're trying to do also early events so that some people, because it's going to be like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday if you have to work the next day. But we urge you to come out. Check out our website or Instagram, epimf.org. We are a nonprofit. So if you can come out, that would be awesome.
I love it. And again, this is Locals Week, September 14th through the 17th.
Yes.
With over 30 different venues.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be so much fun. Next month. Everything's happening next month.
It's coming quickly, girl. Just
love
like you
it.
said.
I love it. Anything else we want to mention?
Yes, we're going to be coming up on Giving Day, which is officially October 19th, but early Giving Day starts October 13th. Of course, you can always check out our socials on that as well. So if you've got a couple of bucks you want to throw our way.
Support
We
the
would
arts.
Totally. And then speaking about Spotify, we do have a Spotify channel.
No way.
El Paso International Music Foundation has a Spotify channel. We have currently over 1,500 songs locally from musicians. So you can always upload your music there as well. And you can just put it on and check out some local music.
What the heck?
Yes,
I'm so
girl.
glad you came. Thank you so much for educating us and educating me. I knew about the foundation, but I didn't really know too much about it. And I hear like you guys throw amazing events for the artists here.
We do
like
workshops,
health
we do
fairs,
health fairs, we do concerts.
Monday series.
Yes, and we're going to start doing monthly mixers as well, so you can come out free, just come and schmooze, mingle, and check out some live music. So it'll be fun.
It's always fun. I love it so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. What's up, Mr. Dirtcobain?
Hey, what's up? Thanks for having me.
Well, where do I start? This man right here, I don't know if you guys have been following me for a quick second or a couple years, but I found you on Instagram. And Dirtcobain is a traveling artist. He's an artist who travels coast to coast. Primarily lives in LA, also goes to New York and makes stops often in El Paso. You have pieces throughout the city. It's kind of like a fun scavenger hunt itself to go find those.
Yeah.
And you actually have a really huge following of people who do just that. Anywhere they're at, they try and look for your murals to take photos of and post.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
No, I appreciate it. You're in town. I was like, oh my God, you're in town. How long you're in town? I have to have you on. We've been trying to do this for a little while now.
Yeah,
so
yeah, totally.
thanks for coming on.
Of course.
You are currently working on a project, a new project here in El Paso, yeah?
Yeah, I'm currently being commissioned by Rad Dog Bikes over on Lincoln Avenue. Yeah, they had hit me up a few months ago or whatever to take a look at a wall. I went over there, checked it out. We had talked about it. Anyways, it's finally coming, to life. So I'm out here right now working on that. It's a cool project. The dudes who own the building and the bike shop are like super cool.
Yeah.
They kind of just said I can do whatever I want.
That's awesome.
They gave me total freedom to, be creative.
Express, yeah.
They've been super helpful. They've been like just very generous, like as far as accommodating me with what I need. And yeah, man, I just really like being out here. I feel like the city of El Paso has a great vibe. I feel like it really has like that Texas hospitality or something like that. I don't know. It's just it's kind of funny because it's like I'm not used to like a lot of this. It's like it's a very what I mean. Like like I feel like the scene out here is very like welcoming. The people are super friendly. I always have a good time when I'm out here, and I always get a chance to put up murals. And I feel like the people respect art out here. I've never had issues with like my murals being defaced or anything like that. And it's and it's a trip because I feel like the city already has a huge art culture going on. Not only new artists or like people like myself, but when I drive around here, I really enjoy seeing all these like old murals.
Yeah,
it seems like you guys have a lot of murals out here that have been up for a long time. And like me myself, I'm always into like old and like vintage kind of stuff. So I just really like seeing like all the art that's out here. It's like very different than what I'm used to. You have new murals that are amazing. Like I said, you have a lot of old murals over here that are just like awesome. Like, I could just drive around downtown and just see all kinds of awesome stuff out there. So I'm just out here working on that right now and hoping to, get some more opportunities out here, maybe paint for some more businesses or people have walls or whatever. You know what I mean? Just trying to do my thing and like expand my art as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So I found you from, I live in Central. And you have the Cruising for a Boozin' mural on the Quickie Mart.
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite murals, but it's on my street, and so I see it every single day. And so I'm sure I'm like that annoying fangirl that was like tagging you every day because I'm like, oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. El Paso's gonna know who he is. Oh, there it is. You know. And so you have that. It's a big one. So go and check that one out. You also had, I don't know if they are still there because they did sell the building, the headstand. Have you gone to check?
Oh yeah, I don't think that's actually not there anymore because the guy who owns the building at Rad Dogs, that's kind of how we got
Oh.
in touch, because he actually found me online and he said, hey, did you know that they sold Headstand Records or
Yeah.
something like that? And I guess they like whitewashed the whole building.
Oh, really? Yeah. My last week's guest, Paso del Norte
Mm-hmm.
Community Foundation. They're the ones who are in there, and it's really great business. They help educate the public on human trafficking, sex trafficking, and so forth.
Oh, nice.
But I just figured like maybe it's a different business than
Yeah.
what it was used to, so they might have changed it.
Yeah,
up a little bit.
So I guess they got rid of all the art, because there was mine. And they had
And
like they had
few
some
others,
they
yeah.
had some stuff that's been there for a while. Again, they had some old pieces on it
Yeah.
that was cool. So this guy that owns the building over at Rad Dog, he contacted me and he was like, hey, I don't know if you knew, but they painted over all that stuff. And I was like, oh, bummer, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he said, well, I actually have a wall down the street, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Then we started talking. So that's how this one came
Worked out.
about. Yeah. And, like
And
I said,
it's
those
like
dudes are super cool.
super cool because I live in Central, and I was like, and on my street, dude, I'm like, where the heck is this place? I didn't even know it was there. It has a beautiful park next to it.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So it'll be fun. Where is that one located where people can go find it? Or is that not? Is it coming?
We'll drop the address
All
later.
right,
When it's done. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
when I'm
yeah.
done, then I'll drop the address.
I love
But
it.
yeah, I mean, I'm thinking that I'll have it done probably this weekend, something
Okay,
like that. So
very cool.
a few more days. I just
He'll
been kind of
tag me
taking
and
my
I'll share
time.
it, yeah.
Yeah, you know, because the weather out here is a little bit different than what I'm used to too.
Well,
So it's
yeah,
like really hot.
different
So I've been
from what
trying
we're
to
used
not.
to too,
Yeah.
like with this rain and everything. So
Yeah.
Today only.
yeah.
Yeah.
Take it when you can get it,
Yeah.
right? Everybody is like,
Tomorrow's gonna be like a sauna.
I know. Everyone's kind of like pissed
Walking
because
into
they're
a pool,
allergies, but they're also like,
right?
thank God it's raining. Yeah, get ready.
Yeah.
So do you have any tips or advice for business owners, artists out there, and any tips or suggestions?
I would say tips for artists. I mean, if you're an up and coming artist, I would, you know, kind of like what she was saying, just be yourself. Kind of like, for me, it's always a big part of me to stay like true to who I am. And to have like a sense of like authenticity. And you know, like in this day and age where everything is all about like social media and you got to like play the game to catch up and all that kind of shit. And I do participate in that, but I do also think that you know, people still want authentic stuff, you know. So I just try to be as authentic as I can be. And you know, I feel like when people, you know, I feel like people that like me, they can see that through, even if it's through Instagram, I do believe that people can see that I am authentic, or at least I'm trying to be as authentic as I can without, you know, like I said, because we do have to play the game of social media and it can be a job and I do all that, but I also still try to just stay true to myself. You know, and I would rather do that than, you know, try to portray something that I'm not just for like followers or whatever.
Right.
So I think it's really important that you just stay true to yourself, find yourself and just roll with it, you know what I mean? And like, just don't give up, you know what I mean? Don't take no for an answer. I mean, you know, just, you got to just be persistent and pursue. For me, that's always been my formula. I just do my thing and just go, you know what I mean? I don't let nobody stop me. If people tell me no, then I'll just go find, you know, other places that I can like fit in or whatever it may be. So yeah, just, you know, always be true to yourself and it'll take you far.
Coming from a guy who has a following of over 19,000, I mean, I might want to consider taking his advice a little, right? Just be yourself, guys. And also, so you have your street murals, you have your clothing line, you have like canvases people can purchase, zigzags, what else? Candles, socks, hats.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I guess for me...
Show us your sweater too.
Yeah, this is just
Merch.
Yeah, merch.
See it? Monica knows what's up.
He knows what's up.
Yeah, I mean, you know, for me too, like, I just always been into making my own stuff. Like, I was making dirty t-shirts when I was a kid for, like, me and my cousin. I was making, like, 2 at a time, like, one for me, one for her, you know?
Oh, crazy.
So I've always just been into, like, doing my own thing, like, making my own stuff, creating my own stuff. It's just always been a part of me, you know? So for me to like do this artist thing and like do merch, so I guess it was just never something that I really had to like
think about it.
Yeah, it was just, it's always a part of me. Like I've always loved making my own stuff ever since I was a kid, you know? Like I did art in high school and I remember I used to stay after school just so I can get access to like a screen printing machine and make my own shirts after school on my own time, you know?
Wow.
So it's just always been a part of me, you know? And yeah,
he's a hustler.
I'm pretty much. I'm just always on the hustle.
It makes
you know?
me think
That's
because
what you
my parents. So a lot of people were like, "How are you so into music?" My parents used to be disc jockeys, but I've been like working, like selling CDs since I was 9. Because back
Yeah.
in the day, we used to get CDs. You
Yeah.
know what those are, right?
Yeah.
Well, they used to get free ones, and so they would just like come home in stacks, and I would take some, me and my brother, and then we would sell them at like middle school.
There
You
you
know,
go.
make some
Yeah.
snack money and stuff like that. So yeah, it's senior year of high school. You do
Yeah.
what you gotta do
You gotta
to get
your
done
hustle
what you
on.
want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, if not, no one's
No one's
gonna.
gonna do it
Yeah,
for you.
like no one's gonna feed you. No one's gonna do it for you. So,
Exactly.
as a full time artist, it's like you got to get your hustle on. You got to be open to new things and trying new ways to collaborations. Whatever. You just, I don't know. It's just like
Be fluid, be
yeah,
flexible, right?
yeah, exactly.
But
Just-
stay true.
Exactly. So yeah, just get your hustle on, I guess. Right?
I love it. And you're also people can hire you for commission work.
Yeah.
And also, of course, if you need a mural, please reach out. How do they find you?
Well, you can find me on Instagram, I guess. Like I feel like we're giving Instagram so much promo in this interview.
They should
Instagram,
be
this
my
Instagram, I know, right?
sponsor.
I know. Yeah, like that's been my main thing. I mean, it does work for me. I mean, like people, because it's like everybody has Instagram, so
It's like a
just find me
magazine
on
too,
there,
layout. And with
it's-
what you do, I feel like over Facebook where you have to scroll, Instagram is more like you're opening a magazine and you can kind of see a block of blocks of pictures. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it just flows in what you do.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
I mean, and it's all like real time too. That's what's like, I think that's what's more convenient about
Right.
Instagram. Cause like, I mean, I do have a website, but I don't really use it that much because you got to like, upload, you got to like
Working on it,
rework the
yeah.
website every time you want to add new stuff.
Same
Where like
with mine.
Instagram, you just like drop a photo, like, oh, here's and you drop another photo. So people can just kind of see what you're up to in like real time in a
Yeah.
sense. You know what I mean? So I just kind of been on
Okay.
Instagram. It's worked decent for me.
Yeah.
I mean, like I feel like it could be better now that they're like trying to make everybody pay for ads
I
and like all
know.
this kind of stuff.
But that's the thing, friends. That's
whatever.
why I have Facebook stock. They offer a free platform, right?
Yeah.
And you're kind of missing the boat if you're not on it.
Mhm.
But hey, now you got to play the game. Like
Yeah.
it's just, and this is. I'm gonna flip this camera and talk about. I'm a big nerd for this stuff. So, Facebook and Instagram, right? They know it works. Everybody should be on it. If you're not, you're missing the boat. It's free. But they also know it works very well when you start paying for it, right? So they're giving you something for free, but if you really want to start playing the game, then you got to start paying for it.
Exactly.
So it's a business, baby, right? It's just
You
a
gotta pay to
business.
play.
Yeah, exactly. So make sure you're on social media if you're not already. And if you just have a YouTube, like get on Facebook and Instagram already. If you have a business, you should be doing this. So real quick, if they want to reach out to you to commission or for murals, they just go on Instagram you.
Yeah, send me a message on there. Yeah, like I'm looking to do more stuff out here. I would love to do more stuff out here. And yeah, like you said, I do canvases, I do murals, I could do logo work, all that kind of
Jeans,
stuff.
you want
what
you
I
some
mean?
cool dirty
Yeah,
jeans? He's
paint
got you.
jeans.
Yeah.
Like I do, like I said,
Shoes.
I'm a
An
artist of
yeah.
all types. I just love making stuff. You know what I mean?
love it.
Clothes.
How long
pants,
you in town
all
for?
that stuff. I'll be here for another week or so, and then I'll probably come back in a few months, depending on if I pick up some more work out here or something like that.
There
It's
you
always
go.
just kind of like play it by ear
Sure.
for me. So,
I love it.
but I'll definitely be here for another week or something like that, and I'll
Awesome.
be finishing up this mural at Rad Dog Bikes, and then I'll be unveiling that, and then hopefully you'll come down and get the final
You
shot when
know,
it's done.
you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Come
for
on.
sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Is there anything else we want to mention?
No, I think that's
covered it all?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. And real quick, how do they reach you again? One more time so they can book you, because they're about to hear you and they're gonna be like, God damn, I need them on my show and my restaurant and my venue. How do they find you?
At Los Liminals on Instagram.
Okay.
So liminal rhymes with criminal. Just add up S, make it plural. It's okay. I stole that from you, friend. You're the one who told people that. So yeah, it's sticky. It's gonna.
And they
yeah,
can
pretty
book
well.
you for after September, right? Because you're gonna be on tour for September.
Yeah, we're pretty busy through September right now, but afterwards, October we're really excited about, and November. We're also looking at some places in Mexico City. So. Yeah.
So exciting.
So please, like,
I love it. Support, show some local love, yeah.
yeah, and
Right.
I think what's really cool is being able to have these connections and conversations that you have a place where we can meet one another, and what I was gonna say please for is like, yeah, just please get out there and keep supporting one another. I
Yes.
think that Monika totally hit the head on that too. It's like Although I do personally have an aversion to schmoozing. It's a little like nerve-wracking for me. I do love going out and like hearing people and seeing what they're doing and just admire and appreciate their point of view and their perspective on stuff. So for sure, please go out and do. There's so much to do in El Paso.
There's so much to do in El Paso.
So much.
If you're bored, it's because you're boring. That's what
Agreed.
I
Totally agree.
Like get up, get out, go local. It's practically free most of the time.
Yeah.
Parking, if it's $10, like get over it, pay it. It's $50 in New
Or
York
walk,
for like a couple hours.
walk.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying,
It's El
yeah,
Paso.
walk.
Like,
Everything's
come on.
super close.
And there's no traffic here.
Yeah.
There's no
That's a
traffic.
positive.
I know.
That's why I like,
Okay,
yeah.
so we're freaking out because
No,
we
there's
think
no
there's
traffic
traffic,
here.
and the guy from
Like,
LA is like, "Dude, this is
yeah.
smooth."
No, like for instance, like when I came over here, I looked on the map and I was like, oh, it looks like it's across town. I'm like, oh, it's 4:00, and I'm thinking it's gonna be a nightmare, and then it's like I just fly right through, and I'm like, wow, this is like amazing. You know what I mean? Because back in Los Angeles, I'm used to driving. It takes like 45 minutes to go 2 or 3 miles. Over here, it's just like
That's crazy.
That's so
yeah.
true.
So,
I'm gonna be in LA too in October for the 3rd and coming back the 4th. I'm gonna go see the Fontaines DC.
Nice.
So good. Oh, so good. All right, guys. Did we cover everything? We're good? Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. I got a couple announcements, and then we're going to go on and let Los Liminals take us out. So real quick, Dead Beach Brewery. They're one of my sponsors. Let me do a quick sponsor shout out. I have Dead Beach Brewery, Viva La Mocha, the shops at Solana. Just so you guys know, they hired me. I'm going to be helping them with their social media. So stay tuned because there's a lot of really cool and exciting things coming for the shops at Solana, formerly known as Sunland Park Mall. Start getting excited. Go follow them. The shops at Solana on Facebook and Instagram. It's going to be exciting. So then we also have Star City Studios. Thank you so much for hosting us here this week. And thank you so much for the awesome interns who help me out, set this up every week. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Dude.
This is a nice studio.
Isn't
And I want to send a shout out to Dead. When I did have a little pop up here, I believe last year, Dead Beach actually donated some beer for my pop up. So shout out to Dead Beach Brewery.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you guys
right.
again for
They're
doing that for me
awesome.
last year. I
Dude,
appreciate you guys.
You should reach out because no way. Next Saturday from 3 p.m. to 12 a.m., they're going to have the Borderland Beer Fest. Okay, it's their annual big event. They're going to have live music, local vendors, live art displays. It's family friendly, so make sure to swing on by at some point or all day. Dead Beach Brewery. Tell them I sent you. I love them. They have amazing root beer. You guys know I'm 14 years sober, but I love me some root beer. And they also have a really good lemonade that you got to try. Their food's amazing. All just round and round, they're awesome. They're going to be moving into their new spot soon, so stay tuned, follow them, check them out. And of course, if you guys need anybody to help show some spotlight on your business and you want to go on Annie's Adventures Facebook and Instagram, just reach out to me. We'll schedule that. I just need about a week's notice. And without further ado, let's go on and listen to Los Liminals. All right, El Paso, without further ado, Los Liminals.
Corre como agua, corre como lluvia, ay, 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 ay. Corre como agua, corre como lluvia, ay, 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 ay. El agua de las montañas se va escurriendo, se escurre hasta encontrar salida. Así saldrán tus sueños del agua que fluye por tu cuerpo, se exprimen hasta encontrar salida. Y corre, corre como agua. Corre como agua, corre como lluvia. Ay, 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 ay. Corre como agua, corre como lluvia. Ay, 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 ay. Ahí viene, viene el agua, pero viene muy lenta, pero viene y viene y viene y viene, viene y viene, va a derrumbar, pero va a crear, porque el agua se escurre para una eternidad. Ay, 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 siempre encuentra salida. Corre como agua, corre como lluvia. Ay, 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 ay. Yo busco beber del agua que fluye por mi piel y corre como
Wow, wow, wow. Who else has goosebumps? I'm just saying.
So good.
So good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you want? Which one do you want to do, friend?
Let's do the flamenco bossa one.
Okay, cool. This next song is called Maldito Sábado. It features some of our code switching that we were talking about earlier, that liminal space. I think one of the things that we discuss a lot is also the liminality of where we're from. Personally, I am from La Frontera. My parents are from Juárez and Sabinas, Coahuila. But like even further than that, there is this cross between indigeneity and Los Conquistadores, and that kind of being the conquered and the conqueree. So this song explores that space when you're in that Saturday. I am left to
sábado. Aquí estoy en la cocina con los murmuros del pasado que van diciendo, desarrollando cómo voy hilando, cómo las cosas fueron, cómo soy, cómo fui, cómo ando. Y yo siempre pregunto, where do I belong? Where do I belong? Oh, wicked Saturday, when I'm left here alone with the thoughts again, like the tapestry of life, I grab a thread, I pull, and I'm undone again. Aquí es mi oración. Que vengan los ancestros, los murmuros del pasado, y que me guíen otra vez este
Beautiful.
Awesome. Gorgeous.
So good.
Wow.
Every time you cross that imaginary line called the border,
I love this song.
you get asked all these questions. Where are you from? Where are you going? Why are you here? What is the purpose of your visit? Man, those are some deeply existential questions. I can't answer that in 500 words or less. I'm an essayist, they say. Ya no quiero más decir de dónde vengo, a dónde voy. Ya no quiero más decir de dónde vengo, a dónde voy. Quién yo soy. You wanna know where I'm from? My ancestors were here at least 23,000 years ago. I'm from here. I'm from everywhere.
Ya no quiero más decir, ya no quiero más decir de dónde vengo, a dónde voy, quién yo soy. Ya no quiero más decir, ya no quiero más decir de dónde vengo, a dónde voy, quién yo soy. I remember sitting in the back seat of my mother's old gray Oldsmobile, approaching a sign that seemed like a mirage in green. Bienvenidos a los Estados Unidos. Welcome to the United States. I looked at that review mirror, catching my mother's almond-shaped eyes as she looked at me, pondering ready to tell me something I had probably already known. Mija, tú eres como el viento, como el aire alrededor. Tú eres de aquí, tú eres de allá, tú eres de todo lugar. And it was in that moment that my soul understood that we are transient. We are from here, we are from there, and so we become this place. We breathe it, we become it. And so I no longer try to hold on to those tags, to hold on to the labels, even though I understand that as I get closer to that border gate, I will have to maybe cast my eyes down, perhaps turn down my smile into a proudly very fake smirk so that I could be seen as respectful. And so it's in that moment that I understand that I am from here, I am from there, I am from everywhere. Ya no quiero más decir.
You're supposed to keep your answers short, simple, and unambiguous. You're supposed to make eye contact, but not too much, because it might be interpreted as defiance or contempt. And at the border, absolutely no jokes, because all jokes would be taken seriously.
Ya no quiero más decir, ya no quiero más decir de dónde vengo a dónde voy, que yo soy. Ya no quiero más decir, ya no quiero más decir de dónde vengo a dónde voy, que yo soy.
I'm from here. I'm from everywhere.
Yo soy.
You guys, go follow them and watch them and tell them I sent you. Thank you guys.